Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be discussing what I thought of Marvel's latest and very fun outing, which was Thunderbolts. It's now out in theaters starting tonight. I just got back from watching it, thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm here to share my thoughts and feelings with it with you guys. Now, before I get into all of that, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler, and I mean spoiler-filled review, so if you haven't seen Thunderbolts yet and you plan to watch it either tomorrow or some point this weekend, you don't want to keep watching or listening to this video as I will be discussing spoilers. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. First and foremost, I really enjoyed it. It was funny, it was heartfelt, very action-packed, although I feel like I could have used just one or two more action sequences, but I am pleased with the sequences we did get. I was hoping to see all of them fighting the same enemy at once, which was like all of the soldiers, all of Valentina's soldiers in the first floor of the old Avengers Tower. We saw them fighting her soldiers briefly up until she came on the intercom, and she's like, "Hey guys, front door's open, come on up," inviting them in. So that was pretty satisfactory. But I would have liked to have seen a scene where it's like they're all facing down, taking on the same enemy, which they did do when they first met Bob, but I was thinking of more like a military force type of deal. But you know what? It is what it is, and I'm still pleased with what we got. I really liked how the movie emphasized the importance of self-compassion and mental health. You know, not just Bob or Sentry's mental state, but all of them, all the Thunderbolts, especially Yelena. Red Guardian seemed okay. I mean, he's got some tragic backstory too, as do all of the Thunderbolts characters. But you know, Yelena was especially being hard on herself and feeling especially crappy. And we've all got baggage. We've all had trauma. Bad things happen to us. But I think the point of maybe one of the messages of this movie is about how we don't let it define who we are, and we learn to live and deal with it. And I think that's one of the things that Yelena was trying to impress upon Bob when he was going all Void Sentry mode. Like, is it the Sentry or is it the Void? Because he looked scary as hell as the Void. Just the two yellow eyes and then just a black dark outline of himself. I mean, that shit was scary. But very enjoyable film. I will definitely be seeing it again. And everybody was great in it. Stellar performances, especially hats off to Florence Pugh and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I love Julia Louis-Dreyfus, but I really hate Valentina. She's such an evil bitch. But it was quite satisfying to see Yelena walk up to her in the very end of the film saying, "We own you now that they get to call the shots," thanks to her plan backfiring with Bob the Sentry. So that was pretty cool. I think the character I was looking forward to seeing the most of, and I'm pleased that we got a decent amount of screen time with him, was John Walker, aka U.S. Agent, aka Captain America 2.0. It's because I've come to really enjoy Wyatt Russell over the years, and I was very pleased to see that he'd be returning to this movie, and he's one of the many cast members confirmed for Avengers Doomsday, which is also exciting. Yeah, this is just a fun and funny and exciting Marvel film that had a lot of heart and a lot of darkness to it. Not just literal darkness with the Void stuff and people turning into blackness on the street, but it's like emotional darkness, you know. A lot of people thought Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was pretty dark. It had dark scenes and dark moments, but this might have been Marvel's darkest film thematically, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but do you guys feel the same way? Let me know if you do down below in the comments section. And overall, I'm quite pleased with how the film turned out, and it was a lot of fun, and I plan to see it again. I enjoyed the mid-credits scene. That was quite hilarious. And I also love the post-credit scene, which had quite the time jump, saying 14 months later, they're still in Avengers Tower. They're not fighting, but they're arguing with Sam Wilson, the new Captain America, over who owns the Avengers name and whatnot. So that was pretty funny. But the rocket ship arriving in space, teasing the arrival of the Fantastic Four, was very, very exciting. The whole audience all clapped and cheered when we saw Fantastic Four's ship arriving from space, orbiting Earth. So that was a pretty juicy tease for the upcoming Fantastic Four film we'll be getting later this summer. Oh, and one more thing. I wasn't at all surprised to see Taskmaster die. It wasn't exactly a huge shock or a blow. I think a lot of people had her pegged as a goner because she's been left out of most of the marketing and the billboards and the posters for this film. And yeah, so I didn't think it was much of a shock to anybody that she was like the only Thunderbolt who died. Or technically she died before they formed the team and called themselves Thunderbolts. So, you know, it is what it is. But I'm glad the rest of them survived, though. Granted, we all knew they would because all the Thunderbolts characters are confirmed for Avengers Doomsday. Which, again, was that casting announcement the wisest? Maybe, maybe not. But it is what it is. So I enjoyed Thunderbolts. I hope you guys did too. What did you guys think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings on it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel for more film reviews like this one, as we have many more films to look forward to this blockbuster season. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.